Welcome back, everyone. We are continuing our conversation in the garden and with composting. We're at Maple Hill Nursery in Midland again with Justin Morgan, of course, Vice President of Morgan Composting, makers of Dairy Dew. And today we're talking all about soil health and why it's really important for not only home gardeners, but our farmers as well. So, of course, Justin, last time we talked about Dairy Dew, you know, the high quality product you guys provide. Why does something like Dairy Dew matter for soil health?
So Dairy Dew is our original composted cow manure. So we take manure and then we turn it, aerate it, get up to 140 degrees, burn off pathogens, weed seeds, etc. And then we make a high quality compost. So this is what Dairy Dew is. Now this Dairy Dew is an amendment, okay? And it's kind of like hot sauce. A little's good, a lot's bad, okay? So just use a little bit, and you can use Dairy Dew in a lot of different ways. You can put it in your ground for your garden, you can sprinkle on top of your flower beds, you can mix it in, you know, but use it as an amendment as Dairy Dew is, not as a standalone product, okay?
Can I touch it?
Absolutely, it won't bite.
I hope not.
So yeah, that's carbon sources, manures,
Okay.
and then when we finish, it's a composted, ready to go Dairy Dew as we branded it. Because we separate ourselves from other composters because we take so much pride in our recipe for Dairy Dew. So we'll put different carbon sources in there, minerals and stuff, and make a high quality thermophilic compost, and we brand it as Dairy Dew.
All right.
So from there, we put that into the different potting soils. And then if you're looking for starting a seed, we have Seed Starter 101. And again, that's all organic materials. So it's just like a child. If you give that child the nutrient, like milk and stuff, as a young child to grow through it, his immunity is better, and it's the same thing as a seed. So there's vitamins in there. We have 3 million worms at our place in Sears. And then there's other ingredients in there that help take that plant and launch it to a healthy plant from the seed.
Very good. I'm loving the references and analogies you are using with food because it means I'm really learning something. That's the way I will learn is with food. All right, so how has soil changed over time, soil health?
So yeah, soil health, with, you know, a lot of our business, most of our business is still large agriculture.
Okay.
And these guys are really focusing on soil quality, soil health. They'll pull soil samples in the agriculture, and then we help break that down for them, and then put different amendments that they're short of to maximize yield. As a homeowner, soil quality and soil health is important because that's what we're feeding ourselves, right? That's what we're feeding our children. You know, as we use organic materials in here, that's an important thing for us to help give our children the nutrition that they need to grow up to be strong and healthy.
I like it because it's not only local, it's, you know, producing healthy results and, you know, get a little bit active in there too, you know, getting out in the garden. So, you know, how would a farmer or a person with, you know, garden background be able to take care of their soil health?
Yeah, so there's a couple ways you could do that. So if you're in the garden, then you'd use a product like Dairy Dew or worm castings, and that would amend the soil, and that would help build organic matter because in some cases we have really sandy soils in Michigan. And in order to help get that nutrient into your plant, it has to stay into the root zone of that, you know, that plant, which is the top 8 inches. So if you put like chemical fertilizer or salt-based fertilizer, that will leach through our ground and it will only hold as much organic matter as your top 8 inches.
Gotcha.
Where this is an organic matter and carbon, so that'll stay in zone, and you'll actually watch over time, over years, you'll watch your garden actually turn into a darker color because you're actually raising that organic matter, which is like little sponges.
Yeah.
So it'll help hold the nutrient, it'll help hold water, and then it'll help make that healthy organic plant that we're shooting for.
All right, and ultimately grow that plant to its full potential, right?
Yeah, yep, and then have again, like we talked about last time, is having vegetables that taste like great grandpa used to have,
Yeah.
having the vitamins there. And that's what our family is all about. You know, our family farm is all about making something to make it easier, better, so that anybody can grow it and have a success. Because when you're successful, it's fun, right?
Yeah.
And when you're successful, you can teach your children how to do it correctly.
And it sounds like it's easy too for anyone who maybe doesn't have the experience typically.
Right.
So Justin, how would someone know if their soil is in bad health or giving them trouble?
If you'll kind of watch your plants, and if your plants are struggling or yellow or weak or whatever, you know, we have different products for that, like our Healthy Garden, and you can feed that kind of like feeding chickens, and that'll have like 5% calcium in there, so tomatoes will really like it. You know, Chuck at Maple Hill here, he has all of our products here, and he's a great wealth of knowledge, so you can come talk to him and he can help dial in what you have, and you know, if you're having struggles, whatever, he can help you get the right product too.
All right, all goes back to that local part of this
Yes.
aspect. So I love that. Okay, so if you want to have a beautiful garden, green, healthy, you know, we're only in March, weather's kind of back and forth. How can we do that to make sure, or what can we do right now to make sure that we have a green, healthy garden?
Yep, so you can put dairy dew on now. If your garden's ready to go, you can put dairy dew on there. We recommend a quarter to a half inch across your garden. You don't need much, and that'll help build. As far as like addressing your lawn, you could put our Safe Green Lawn out there right now, or you could put our all-purpose 844. And you could help grow that out right now, because Mother Nature, you can see, it's starting to green up a little bit. And then as far as your raised beds, I'd wait a little bit on your raised beds right now. Wait a couple more weeks, just because Mother Nature is going to do what she wants to do for these next couple weeks.
Exactly. Justin, it's been great to learn a little bit more about Dairy Dew and Morgan Composting and all the great things and about Dairy Dew. It's just, I can't wait to get my hands more dirty. Of course, stick with us for the next few weeks, or we're actually going to talk about raised beds coming up in the next few weeks. So you definitely want to tune in for that. But if you want more information on Dairy Dew or Morgan Composting, just go to the hot links section of our website, WNEM.com, and we'll see you next time.